What is the idea of knowledge itself, and how do we see knowledge? It's an impossible scale, the absurdity of it. It's both an effort to sort of show the totality of human experience of thinking, and then also very clearly showing you the ways in which that collapses or changes or is altered all the time. Well, I started work in the mid-90s in New York at a time when, once again, painting had been declared dead. And I think my way out of it was to think, well, what if painting became something you could walk into? The idea of a demon comes from ancient Greece, or the Hellenistic cultures, where it was spelled D-A-I-M-O-N. And the daimon was what they considered to be the kind of force that mediated between the material world and the world beyond what we can see and experience. And an equivalent word might be today something like a soul. And the process of ensoulment, or a meaningful relationship with the universe, is what the show is about. Because it's very easy to think of the universe as something that is a machine, but then what matters to us is, like, who are we inside that machine? How does it work? And then in another way, the demon in the diagram becomes the viewer, because the show offers people very overt invitations to become the demon in the diagram themselves. I divided the history of human thought more or less arbitrarily into 25 episodes, and each one is accompanied by a diagram higher up in the installation on the wall, and then it almost as a counterpoint has a visual image where that diagram collapses. So the idea was to sort of create in the way you might find in something like a Renaissance church, a kind of paneling of the space. So the paintings and the diagrams are all subunits of the floor plan of the Moody itself. So the piece is designed to fit perfectly here.
Yeah, this is super fun.
And then at the other end of the scale, we have a virtual reality environment. So people can wander around the space while they're in it. And as people wander through the installation, they're wrapped in paintings, so they become paintings in the show. And their brain is sort of severed because they're completely blind, so they're kind of wandering through the space in this other world. I'm just watching right now as somebody almost walks into a painting. What I love about that is it's not really clear if they are the demon in the diagram or they've been possessed by the demon in the diagram. Well, what I hope always is first that someone walks in and goes, whoa, this is awesome, without even knowing what the hell it is, because then you've done something right, right? And I sort of believe that we're in a moment where our society is, as it's done many times before, radically changing. And we have to turn ourselves inside out to become the next thing. I sort of believe that thinking is beautiful, and that we should encourage a sense of wonder and joy about thinking. And there's a tendency to worry that if we think too much about something, we'll take something away. But I think that's actually the other way around. I think the more we think about things, the bigger we get.